Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can edit the images that you upload to the media library to add captions, alternative text, and descriptions before you add the images to your posts and pages. If you add that information to the images within the media library, then the data will already appear when you later go to add that image to your posts and pages, saving you the step of adding it at that time. While WordPress is not an image editing application, you can apply some basic image editing to the images you upload to the media library. In this lesson, you will learn how to edit the images you have uploaded to the media library. To begin, click the Media button in the navigation bar within the Admin panel to display the media library. If using the grid view, then click the image that you want to edit within the media library to display the attachment details window. If you're using the list view, instead roll your mouse pointer over the image that you want to edit within the media library and click the edit link that appears to the right of the image within the file column to open the Edit Media window. You can change the name or title of an image by entering a new name for the image into the title field that appears at the right side of the attachment details window if using the grid view, or at the top of the Edit Media page if using the list view. You can enter a caption which appears below the image when it is inserted into a page or a post into the caption field at the right side of the attachment details window if using the grid view, or below the image preview within the Edit Media page if you're using the list view. You can enter the alternative text description of the image into the alt text or alternative text fields shown in either the attachment details or Edit Media windows. You can then enter a general description of the image into the description field in either one of the windows. To perform basic image editing on the image, click the Edit Image button that appears below the preview image shown in either the attachment details or the Edit Media windows to display the basic WordPress image editing options within the respective window. To crop an image, click and drag over the area of the image shown in this window that you want to retain after cropping. As you click and drag, you will draw a selection area. This indicates the area of the image that will be retained. The area to be discarded will appear in the shaded area around the perimeter of the selection. Release the mouse pointer after you have made the desired selection area. The size of the selection will be shown in the width and height boxes that appear next to the selection label in the Image Crop panel to the right of the window. To move the selection area around within the image, click and drag in the middle of the selection area and drop it into a new location within the image. To deselect your selection area and start over again, click once into the shaded area of the image. To resize your selection area, place your mouse pointer over one of the white resizing squares that appear around the perimeter of the selection area until you see the mouse pointer turn into a double-pointed arrow icon. When it does that, you can then click and drag to resize the selection area. To resize the selection area while maintaining the aspect ratio of your selection, simply hold down the Shift key on your keyboard while you click and drag to resize the selection area. After making a selection, you can also enter a specific pixel diameter for that selection area by typing the width and height into the From Left to Right, Width, and Height text boxes that appear next to the selection label in the Image Crop panel at the right side of the window. to resize the selection area by using a width to height ratio based on the current pixel selection size, such as 1, 1 or 3, 4. Enter the desired ratio numbers into the width and height text boxes next to the aspect ratio label within the image crop panel at the right side of the window. After you have made the selection area the size that you want, and it is covering the area that you want it to retain, you can then select which image sizes to crop by choosing the desired option button within the Thumbnail Settings panel at the right side of the window. The default option is all image sizes, but you can also select Thumbnail or all sizes except Thumbnail. This setting allows you to include or exclude thumbnail images from being resized, or to resize the thumbnail image only. After making your cropping selections, click the Crop button shown at the left end of the buttons that appear over the image in this window to apply the cropping to the image. Remember that you must then click the Save button below the image to save your cropping changes to the image when you're finished. You cannot apply other image editing without losing the cropping settings that you have made, so be sure to save. To rotate the image, note that you can click either the Rotate Counterclockwise or Rotate Clockwise buttons that appear above the image to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise or clockwise each time that you click the respective button. To flip the image vertically or horizontally, you can click either the Flip Vertically or Flip Horizontally buttons. That will flip the image vertically or horizontally each time that you click the respective button. To undo the last editing action that you have performed, click the Undo button above the image. To redo an action that was undone, click the Redo button above the image. After making any image editing changes, you can click the Save button that appears under the image to save the changes and return to the main attachment details or Edit Media window. Note that you must click the Save button after cropping to save the changes to the image before any further image editing can be applied. However, you can both rotate and flip the image before you click the Save button to save those changes at the same time. You can also click the Cancel button instead to cancel any image editing changes that you have made and return to the main Attachment Details or Edit Media window. If you made changes to the image before clicking the Cancel button, then you will need to click the OK button in the warning message box that appears to continue canceling the changes and return to the main Attachment Details or Edit Media window. Note that you can click the Cancel button within the warning message box to cancel the cancellation of the changes and remain on the image editing page of the Attachment Details or Edit Media windows with your image editing changes intact. Now, if you return to the main Attachment Details or Edit Media window after making image changes, and then click the Edit Image button below the image again to return to the second Attachment Details or Edit Media window, you will now see a new Restore Original Image pane appear at the right side of the screen. Click the drop-down arrow in this panel to display the Restore Image button, which you can click to restore the originally uploaded version of this image. Now, if using the Attachment Details window, changes made to the image information within it will be saved automatically when you exit a field, move to the previous or next media item, or close the Attachment Details window. To save and update your changes to the media information if using the Edit Media window, you would make the changes and then click the Update button that appears in the Save panel at the right side of the Edit Media window. Now, after saving your changes, note that the changes will not affect any posts or pages that already contained the inserted image. To update old versions of the image, you would need to open any posts or pages that contained the old version of the image, click it to select it, and then click the Edit button that appears in the upper left corner of the image. Click the Replace button at the right side of the Image Details window that appears, and ensure that the same image remains marked with a check mark within the Replace Image window that appears. Then click the Replace button in the lower right corner of the Replace Image window to replace the old copy of the image with the newly updated copy.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.